Welcome to a new week. The first thing on my to-do list is framing a painting, and then we get to start a new piece this week. I think I have the reference picked out that I want to use next, but things can change. We'll see. It looks awesome. I'm excited to see how it works. You're even covering the screws? This looks questionable. Gesso, canvas. I really wanted to use wood this time, but I still have 6 canvases. I'll get back to wood panels soon. We're just gonna add a lot of gesso and hopefully get this to be a very flat canvas. I should probably lay down paper.
Hey there, how are ya? Let me set up a question before we really get started. I want to create art that's captivating for me and for others. So is being more selective with my references the key, or a waste of energy?
Why did I wait so long to try doing my own gesso on top of the pre-primed canvases? Because I can tell that if I build this up enough, the surface is going to be way better. We're going to go test out the frame, the painting, see if it looks nice. It's big, but that looks cool. We have part of the frame gluing right now and some weight on it to help flatten the board because it wasn't framed earlier or cradled. It warped a little, so this should help a bit. Chico Canela, she's enjoying that pillow over there. My brush is falling apart.
Not gonna lie, I was a bit discouraged the last 2 weeks. I am in between paintings, and let me tell ya, transitional periods are not as restful as they may look. This caterpillar is hard at work in her cocoon making wings.
Let's turn the truck on so that we can go to drop off my painting. It's chilly but sunny, so I'm gonna pretend that it's spring weather. Now I need the painting. Let's grab these. This is the picture that I'll be doing next. I really like the composition, but I want to try and get another reference photo or two of that spot to hopefully get more interesting lighting. So while we're at the school, I'm gonna try and get a couple photos. Kiko! Pancho! Come outside! Pancho! Found it. We got the photos of that same scene. It's a little different because the furniture is moved and there's snow in this photo, but I'm gonna still use it as a reference for the lighting. But first, I think I'll print this, or at least move them to my computer so I can see them a little better. This is interesting. I'm trying to figure out what to do because I like this composition, but I like these chairs and table legs with chrome in them. Also, that lighting is really nice, but I don't know which one I'm using now or how I'm gonna put them together yet. Love the drawing. It's not really interesting me, and it's missing some of the lighting and the color that I like. I don't love the exterior view, which is like 75% of the photo. So I don't know. I'm always a fan of a backlit moment, but there's not really any light. Even the highlighted areas are really not that bright. I could still paint this. Or is it better to invest my time into another big project where I love the image? I'm here on this very windy day still, figuring out what I'm doing. I finished the line work and I want to color it. I think the image will be a lot more fun if I adjust colors, and so I want to do that in the sketch. And if I feel a little better about how it looks when I'm done, then I will go forward with painting it. You should see this view. Look at those clouds. Update. I pretty much scrapped my plan for that little painting, and I think I'm gonna be doing another big one. I would rather have a handful of paintings that I love than a ton of paintings that I was not in love with. I just spent the last hour cleaning, getting ready for the week. I like to do that on Monday mornings. I'm listening to a podcast right now, Unearthing Art. Now I'm gonna do some planning and get started with things.
I've been working on this animation for a future project in between planning and preparing for my next painting because this part of the process takes time. With every piece, I have to reassess what I like in my work and what I want to improve next. It helps though when I find places or moments out in the world that inspire me, and these photos I got recently were just the thing I needed. The scale of the spaces, the complexity and atmosphere felt more in line with what I've really loved in past paintings. Half of being an artist has been giving a voice to the things that really grab my attention, taking the intangible feelings I have and presenting them in a way others can understand, hopefully. Degas once said, "Art is not what you see, but what you make others see." And I want people to see in my work the amount of joy and care I have for everyday processes, or how spaces can become characters that invite us into a state of flow.
Figuring out the order of putting the lines in. This is my 4th time trying to install Photoshop. Please work. I'm slowly making some progress. I'm listening to a few different things, and I got ideas flowing today, which feels really good because I haven't had much going on up here in a while. I have some laundry to do though, so I'm gonna finish listening to that podcast while I do this, and then I'll come back to drawing. Mid-afternoon, sometimes I just need to switch things up.
Why is it that the second I'm not working on or thinking about my projects, I end up in a pit of worry over unimportant things? Fortunately, with a few distractions and coffee, I was temporarily cured, so I could get back to sketching. It helped, too, that I felt more interested in this reference and was determined to investigate all the little details to make sense out of it.
I have just a little bit more right here to do, and I can put some values in. I just realized I probably wasted a day on this sketch that is only going to be for a value study. I guess I learned a few things along the way. Now the question is, should I fill it in with pencil or grayscale markers? Didn't want to be particular with this sketch, but I'm just in this mindset where I have to be controlling everything to get it right. so be it. I will take my sweet time. I kind of want to have a person in this picture, even though there wasn't one originally. Easiest place to add someone in would be in this little background shadow, and I can Photoshop somebody into that chair.
For this sketch, I started with the darkest areas and worked my way into lighter spots by comparing the values between different shapes. Now I could see the forms coming to life, and I noticed the taller foreground space in the lower part of the back area acted as a good contrasting element and created depth. This and the lighting made for a very inviting scene. I also love the chairs gathered together in their own conversation. It will definitely be a challenge to paint this later, but finally I was excited again.
The sketch is done, and while I did sand and gesso this canvas last week, because of the change of plans, we need to do it now with this one. And it is nice outside, so we're gonna go there. Little progress today. Good morning. So the canvas is pretty much ready. I do want to sand it a little bit, but then I'm ready to do the underdrawing. I realized though that I still haven't bought a T-square to help with measuring things out. Found the perfect one. It's at Michael's and it should be at the store nearby. Yvonne and I are gonna do a quick run to go pick that up because I really would like to get started on this today. Number 2. Nothing. Except this little guy. That's not what I need. Now I'm kind of sad. Unfortunately, we did not find a T-square that would work while we were out and about. I did find some more brush cleaner at Hobby Lobby. So I ended up on Blick's website and I found the T-square and a few other things I needed. Paint, couple markers, so it's probably good that I just ordered from there anyways. That stuff won't be coming for a while, so I think for this week I'm kind of done. I figured out the reference I want to go with. I did the value study, prepped the canvas, and the supplies are coming, so everything's in place. Finally next week I can hit the ground running. I'm glad you guys stuck around through my indecisiveness. When we care about what we're making, we put a lot of attention to what's worth our time or not and what we want to create for the sake of what my goals are. I need to have work that I'm really happy with, proud of, and excited to show people, so it's all good.